Ghost story. I think my father's ghost has settled in my skin, and he now lives his life again inside my helpless bones, so that my hands and eyes are governed by his past. Of course, the facts are new and times have changed, and he doesn't act exactly as he did before. But patterns are the same, and I'm entirely spooked. He lived in exile twice. He first escaped from Nazi rule and ended up secure beneath the British flag, an empire man, content, till civil war encroached. He then took flight and fled back to his source, to German towns which once had chased him out, and lived a stranger in his refound home. And here am I, a zombie with dead eyes, obliged to follow in his shoes from place to place, without a will, a tongue, or even separate fate. I first saw light in his fake English phase, when he wore khaki shorts and long beige socks, and clenched his pipe and read his weekly Punch. He chose Rhodesia's second town, a cut-off place, from which I knew I'd one day need to fly from that weave of racial thought and creeping war. I went to England, studied law and married young, and thought I'd live in British style until the end, with children who'd not know the wondering life. But once my father died, I moved elsewhere, to Britain's latest fling with new frontiers, to Europe with its single space and market rules. And then my father's corpse began once more to twitch, revived by Britain yet again retreating home, this time from union, not colonial ties. I was possessed, a spectre with my father in control, and moving as commanded by his will, regarding when to start my next cross-border trial. My mum was in the kitchen back at home, and said on sudden impulse to my dad, "It's time to go." And so they slipped the tropics clasp of 40 years. Just like my mum, my own wife said, "Let's leave," while standing by our Brussels kitchen door. And my dad directed me to go and pack. While Britain shrunk back to its comfort zone, I raised my arms and walked with sightless eyes to live a stranger in its jingo arms. I have no limbs. My words are what he'd say. I'm conquered and have no right to personal choice, but trace a circuit of my father's bygone steps.